ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Impact Review, and let's be honest, when Bound for Glory happened, it surprised everyone because it was actually a damn good show. But did we get something good from this show? Better than the previous show where I felt they didn't do a very good job, particularly that they didn't, one, show the entirety of the Wolf Creek match. They didn't show it on the website. They didn't show it on YouTube. You didn't even know how it ended. At least for me personally, I didn't know. Someone in my comments had to tell me who won the match. Now, I was sure that it was going to be the Hardys, but I didn't know. But in this show, they actually did show what happened. Kind of a little too late. It wasn't bad to actually show parts of what happened last week. But that particular situation with that match, if there was an error in the taping, they could have announced it on their YouTube page. And I felt like that was sloppy. Really, I felt it was sloppy. When you look at this show, there's things in here that's new and interesting. And then you have things that look like two steps back. And the opening I'm going to go with is the TNA Grand Championship match between Aaron Rex and Jesse Godderz. Why? I said this last week. If Aaron Rex defends his title using the system they're using for this match, having 3 judges and now 3 minutes, it is the stupidest thing they could do. They need to make this match once a month. And then make it into a tournament. Or if they have to keep it in the same format, build up into it. Give us something, TNA. Because I'm not happy with this. I wasn't having a complaint about how the style of the match is going to be done. Where they got 3 judges. You can either win by pinfall or submission. If you don't win within each 3 minutes, you have to be judged. That's not a bad concept if you implement it properly, and this was stupid. Aaron Rex won, and he does look like he's going to start turning heel. But then you wonder, is he going to turn heel and start messing with Jesse Godderz? Aaron Rex, Damian Sandow, the intellectual savior of the masses, is going to have a feud with possibly Jesse Godderz. No. No! I'm hoping I'm wrong. The next thing that was just sad, DJZ versus, what is it? Meshu, I can't pronounce his name, Rocket. I'll just say the last name. I always pronounce people's first names wrong, or last names. What is it? Mishu Rocket. If I mispronounce the guy's name, I'm sorry. I'm bad with names. If guys and girls who have seen me for years, you know I don't pronounce names very well unless I know them really well. This was sad. No build-up. No talking from the DJZ, who's the most well-built person, who's a small guy. Let's be honest. And I will be getting to Eddie Edwards in a minute. I'm going to talk about him next. But DJZ is the most well-built. And he should be getting in-ring segments. He should be getting promo segments. We should have something from the X Division, and we still got nothing. X Division for Explosion. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to keep saying it. Billy Corgan, dude, listen to my words. Put Explosion on your YouTube homepage after it airs on Pop. Have the woman who does not the interviews, but essentially the one who talks about the specials and talks about when the shows are coming on and the tapings, the blonde lady. I don't remember her name. I'm sorry, I just don't remember her. Let her say from now on, Explosion will come on Sunday at this amount of time, and then we're taking it off the channel. And it will go into our playlist. Why not do this? Your people don't see Explosion on Pop because you can't get everybody. Put it on Explosion so we can actually see it on not only in the playlist, but on the freaking homepage. Once a week, put Explosion on. You don't have to put TNA on. Put Explosion because we don't see it. We don't see the X Division. Do this. Because DJZ won. And I bet you they had a storyline going in Explosion which I can't see. Unless I try to hunt for it on TNA's YouTube page. It's dumb. Next, Gail Kim versus the Maria Kanellis Bennett. I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. I never liked Maria in this capacity, but I understood it, and I liked how she pissed me off. I didn't like her being the Knockouts leader, but I was glad it was done, and it pissed me off. It got Allie over to a certain extent, which he still is over. But here's the thing. They're not doing anything with Allie now. She's still being the same old Allie. Then we get this. Title versus power. Now, I knew that Gail Kim was going to win. It's obvious. I do kind of wish that since it was a no DQ match, since they were willing to use items, that they weren't so flimsy. I understand the trash can top, but the tray that was thin tinfoil, come on. You could have been a little more rougher than that. But in the end, Gail Kim won, and now Maria stripped up her power, which leaves us back to where we were in square one. But there is a difference right now with what happened with that match, because the man and wife are actually now commentating to a certain extent. I don't know if this is going to continue after this, but every time the knockouts come out, it seems that TNA Brass agreed with Josh Matthews, because he had to bring this up. I don't think the Pope did. It had to be Josh, that Madison Rayne goes to the ring, then goes to the commentary table and talks. Now, let's be honest. Madison's not a good talker. And since it's only been done a couple of times, she's very bad at it. Now, I'm not saying she'll get good at it, but it is different. WWE is not doing this right now. The only time they let a woman be on commentary is when they have a feud with somebody. So seeing that a woman is in the commentary team is actually a breath of fresh freaking air. Is it a good breath of fresh freaking air? No, it's still choppy. Madison Rayne freezes all the time. She then stays quiet after a certain amount of time. She should be talking, even if she's got to talk over the Pope or her hubby, Josh Matthews, who gave her a baby. She must talk over her man. If Madison Rayne's not the best person to bring this to a fruition, bring someone else. Let there be another former knockout or current knockout get on commentary and do this when the knockouts come out. To actually have a woman wrestler there is better than anything. What I would like is that the Pope would go to the back. And I don't care. It could be I think the best person would be Gail Kim for her to retire and then go to commentary. She has enough talking ability to do it. But I know she's not going to do that. So you can bring in Velvet Sky as commentator. You can bring in Angelina Love as commentator. Hell, bring in ODB. Bam! You know how good those titties look. Something like that. I'm sorry for cursing, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just going by what would be good. Think about it. A female commentator on just the knockouts. Of course, I'd rather see a female commentator do the entire show. But you got to start somewhere. And I believe with TNA, even though this is because the husband of Madison Rayne made the suggestion to the bosses, let her do commentate for a little while to see if it works, so she can be with her husband, so she gets a little bit of extra money, because they're going to give her extra money for it. Why not? Let's move on. What the hell is DCC? You know, if it's another Aces and Eights bit, I'm going to get angry. But who knows what it is. This got to be Billy Corgan's idea. Maybe it's something that's from the, what is it, the Children of Anarchy. They kind of did that with Aces and Eights. So who knows how this is going to go out. But it is something that's giving us something different. I just don't know how well they're going to go with it. The Tribunal. I don't know what to think about them, because we almost have nothing for them to do. So since they're still on the roster, they have nothing to do. Well, guess what? They now attack the Broken Hardys. Mind you, the segments for the Broken Hardys was good. I liked it. Oh, thank God. Sorry for the botch. tank top girl for the win. I have to show her dead in my face, the cute, adorable girl or woman having those posters looking like the Hardys going, ah! Sorry, I gotta remember not to do that. My ear's still kind of messed up a little bit. But I'm telling you right now, tank top girl for the win. Showing her in my face again. Anyway, the Tribunal up against Broken Hardys. Am I happy about it? No. Because essentially there's nothing for the Hardys to do. They had only 3 teams. Well, you could say 4, but you got 3. You got Jesse Goddard's and Robbie E, which is kind of boring, and Robbie E's probably not there at the moment. That's why Jesse's on his own. Then you have the... you got Decay, who is so well fleshed out as an evil tag team, who now just lost to the Hardys. You got the Hardys, and then you got Tribunal. This is all they got. They need more teams. They need more people. TNA, please hire more people. Please. We need more people in the tag division. We need more. Have more than WWE. Make them interesting. But am I going to be interested in seeing this? The segments for the Broken Hardys? Of course. But I'm hoping that Decay is not gone. And I'm hoping that we still have something. Now, Cody and Mike Bennett. To be honest, I feel like this was kind of rushed. I really do. I really feel like this match was rushed. It could have been stretched out a little bit more. They could have had more backstage segments. They could have had more in-ring segments. They could have had brawls in the back. Was the match good? Yes, it was. But here's one problem for me personally. Brandy, what is she doing? When she first appeared on Bound for Glory, she was in ring attire. She was a wrestler. Now she's acting like a manager. Why? I want to see her wrestle. Now, it's a possibility she's going to do this for a little while, then she's going to go into the Knockouts division. I'm okay. But why would you let her come out at Bound for Glory in ring clothes, showing that beautiful body of hers and that sweet face of hers, if she's not going to wrestle? That's the part I don't get. I don't get it. I don't understand why TNA would allow her to do that, or even tell her to do that. It made no freaking sense. I just don't get it. EC3 versus Eli Drake. The segment before EC3 and Moose's match. Did I like that segment? Yes, and I feel like this could be a sleeper feud. Because EC3 is now gone from the main title. He's going to need to work with somebody. And Eli Drake knows how to talk. He knows how to get people over, and I like his style. I would like him to wear the sash like he was Master of the Universe, like He-Man. And if you don't know who He-Man is, look at the 1984 cartoon from Filmination, sorry. He-Man. Not the 2002 version, not the movie. He-Man, the cartoon. That's what Eli Drake looked like. A cock diesel Adam. Better looking with a beard now. But you get what I'm saying. I want to see this feud. I want to see it good. Now, the feud. How can I say this? Look, you look at Eddie Edwards. And I know I'm supposed to say this after DJZ. But I need to say this at the end. When you look at the Moose and EC3 match, it was a good match. Moose wins. Now he's got to face Lashley, which I don't understand. If Billy Corgan said that he's not going to have a shot anymore, why would you give him a shot against the #1 freaking contender? That's stupid. He should go for the lower guys first before he even goes through there. But I digress. I like Eddie, as I said before. I'm glad Eddie finally got a title. And he earned it. But here's the problem. He may have earned it, but there's no build for him. I do not believe Eddie Edwards is a credible champ at all. Now, I know Cody next week is going to be going up against Eddie Edwards. He's going to get that shot, and I'm sure Cody is not going to win. I'll be surprised if he does, because this will be way too soon for Cody Rhodes. it would make some sense to put the title on someone who already got a lot of star power. And people are very hungry for Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes. Oh, and Cody's chest has Dream on it. I think that's really a nice thing to kind of show how much he loved his father. But to be honest, I just don't believe Cody Rhodes should become champ. Now, if they are slating him for it, I believe it's the worst mistake. He needs to build up into the title picture first. But you never know. And I say this again, I do like Eddie Edwards. If he has been built for the last 4 months, I wouldn't have an issue with this. But he's had almost no build. DJZ has more build than he does. And DJZ has a title that has almost no viewing. Except on Explosion, which they do not put on the front page of the YouTube channel stating that Explosion will be shown on Sundays and then it will be taken down. I would understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just don't feel like Eddie is credible. He just feels, He's not a Daniel Bryan. He's not a CM Punk. He's not. So that just makes him it almost feels like a joke with Eddie. Like they had no option but to throw it on somebody who kind of deserves it for so many years, but they're not willing to build the guy. And that angers me. But this is just my point of view. You guys tell me below. And I hope you enjoyed the Zane view. Please give me a comment below. 2 things. 1, I am going to be doing a reality of wrestling review series. I'm going to be watching reality wrestling for a little while so I can get to know who is who. I've already got my intro done for it. Hopefully you like it. And I will be doing reality of wrestling. I don't know how long I'll do it, if anybody will even watch it, but I am going to do reality of wrestling reviews. The second thing, my face right now has gotten a bit better. I still have problems. It doesn't work very well and my face twitches very badly when it's stressed. So I'm not going to talk too much like this because my face will start going like this. But I want people to know I am getting better. I know I said this a couple of weeks ago, but I want people to know that worry about me, that I thank you so much for caring so damn much by saying anything. For someone who's like me, who has depression, who came on YouTube to help to combat it by trying to be social-ish. I'm not no big social guy, but I just wanted to say thank you guys. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. When I say in my comments, thank you so much, and it means a lot to me, I mean it. And I just wanted to say that because I know a lot of people will say that kind of stuff just so they have more views. And I know people do that. But I'm saying it because it's coming from my heart. That's just it. So I hope you enjoyed this Zane view. Please give me a comment below. Have a good day. Have a good night.